In this video, we talk about new drainage when buying a new home, what you should know as a homeowner. That's coming right up.
Welcome to Homebuyer School, brought to you by Brookfield Residential.
Hi everyone, Carl Ye here, and welcome to another Homebuyer School video, a channel where you get the latest strategies, tactics, and tips from home buying experts. And remember, if this is your first time on this channel and you want to get the latest strategies from the experts, hit the subscription button below, hit the little notification bell so you don't miss anything. So today I'm joined by Kurt Gibson, Director of Field Operations with Brookfield Residential, and the topic we're going to talk about today is new house drainage system. So what do new homeowners need to know about their drainage system?
Well, one of the big misconceptions, in a lot of cases for homeowners, is the downpipes. I mean, I know a lot of people feel like they'd like to leave their downpipes up because they don't want to trip over them or whatever else.
Yep.
It's really important. Those downpipes are there for a reason, especially, I mean, it can only be a 3 or 4 foot downpipe that comes down there, but getting that away from your foundation is critical. I mean, most of your settlement is around the foundation of the home, plus also water will go down. So the more you can get the water away from the surrounding your home, the better you're going to have. So it's really important that they're making sure that they move those out, especially if there's a rainy season coming on or there's a thawing season coming up. Make sure those downpipes are moved.
So how does a new drainage system in a new home work, and how is it built?
Well, I mean, most of it's just through, I mean, you have your roof, and obviously it drains into a gutters or eaves trough, we call it, and then it goes into downspouts, and then goes down into the yard. Then it has to be tied into grading into the yard. So you know, depending on if you're on a hill or you're flat, you might have to put certain change the topography of the land to be able to move the water off. I mean, the whole purpose of it is to move water away from your house, because obviously the last thing you want is water in your house.
Yes.
Everybody knows what kind of damage that can create. And the whole thing has to tie together all the way from the top of your roof down to the land below you. It has to be moving the water away from your home. That's really the critical part of it. So
now, I know in our previous video, when we talked about landscaping, which you can see above, we talked about how it's really maybe not the best idea for you to actually start changing the grade and elevation of your home, just because it might impact your neighbors, right?
Or your own, even, for that matter.
So what are some other potential drainage issues that you have seen in the past that have come up?
Well, I mean, that would be the big one. I mean, I think people go to alter their grades, not really realizing the impact of it or not having the knowledge of it, and causes other issues can do it. But I mean, the big thing you don't want is to change the grade significantly where you're either getting backup in your own yards. I mean, if you have a window well and you're causing negative drainage and it's going in your window well, causing water to go in your window or something, you don't want that happening. And you certainly don't want to be damaging your neighbor's property if you can. You know, there's other people, they'll want to put in sidewalks or change things around to make things, you know, funky in their own mind or whatever they want to do. And, you know, it's got to be careful with that, because it can cause issues, and, you know, water can be pretty devastating if it's not managed properly.
No, that's true. So what happens if the grade or drainage is altered in a new home?
Well, again, I mean, it really depends. I mean, if it's not really supposed to be altered, because again, when we tie everything together, if you even go one step further, which is all the way from your roof down to your yard, it also ties that yard into a sewer system, and all of that water has to be taken somewhere. So if you're manipulating that, you can affect all of those different things that can happen. So I mean, the risk is, you know, people may not think, gee, I'm just going to move this a few inches here or there, but if you cause some drainage issues, it can certainly cause issues for yourself, for your neighbors, for the community. So.
Well, one question that I've seen around tile is what, in terms of weeping tile, and how does that drain? Like, what exactly is weeping tile, and what does it mean when it drains to?
Well, weeping tile is typically put around the foundation, around the footings of the foundation, and what it is it's usually a plastic or a PVC corrugated pipe with holes in it, and what that allows it to do is it allows water to get in there, but not anything else, and it moves water from around the house below grade to a sewage system in some cases, or just move it away from the house so that it's not pooling around your foundation, so it doesn't cause like a negative pool effect, which is you got this big opening in your basement, water's trying to drive in, it's actually pushing it away from the house and making sure that water doesn't get into your basement. So
okay. Do you have anything else to add?
Well, I mean, I think the big thing with that is there's also a lot of gravel that gets put underground, and that between the weeping tile and the gravel, again, a lot of that stuff's there to move around. Again, a lot of times people will have, we have the weeping tiles tied to our window wells, and a lot of times those can fill up with water. You got to make sure those are kept clean, because if you don't keep those clean and they get clogged up, it can start to pool and it can come through the windows. But make sure again, it's regular maintenance. And I think the big misconception is a lot of people think that the builder should be responsible for doing this. It really is a homeowner maintenance responsibility to take care of that stuff.
So once that home is transferred to you, it's kind of up to you.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And how often would you do that maintenance?
Well, I think it's like anything else. I mean, if you're going out and cleaning up the leaves, or there's always a spring maintenance and a fall maintenance. I mean, I think at the very least you should be doing that. And obviously, if there's weather changes, you might want to go. If you get a big dump of snow or whatever else, you might want to go and just check to make sure everything's functioning properly.
Perfect. So my question for you is, did you have any issues with your drainage when you bought your new home, and how did you handle it? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
That's another edition of Homebuyer School. Tune in next time for more expert tips and tricks. And visit homebuyerschool.ca to bring you one step closer to finding your dream home. As with everything, it would be great if you like and share our videos. Also, please let us know if you have any home buying questions you want us to answer.